Okay, welcome to some sudden disaster. Should be getting this going in just a moment. And this thankfully is on the dashboard now. And transition, there we go. Hello, you sure? Oh, my internet seems to be on fire. Oh, crap. Hold on, gotta restart the Twitch stream, sorry. Alright, now my internet's not on fire. I forgot to swap my resolution. Was that too high of a bit right there? Okay, we should be good now. Should be good now. Hopefully the YouTube stream's okay. Let me know if we're okay there, or if there's any weird issues. Sorry about that. Yesterday I was doing a 1440p stream on Twitch. I can't do that on both Twitch and on YouTube, though. If we're going to have the 4K on YouTube. And I forgot to swap my OBS settings. Now we should be all good. Okay, let's see. We have a lobby somewhere. We have a game somewhere. Anyway, hello, Sadish. How you doing? I still definitely have trouble pronouncing your name with all those SHSS at the end. Like, there's too many S's. My brain can't function. It's 11 a.m. and it's still too early in the morning for me. Anyway, game 1 will be Hideout. Barles has 2 wonderful home maps of Arena and Jungle Rumble. Dognon U has more hamstery maps with Skakuza and Koala. You know, with the 2 S's at the end. Probably the way to do it. So what do we have? Japanese and Turks with the snipes. And Bohemians, Portuguese, Spanish, Koreans, Bengalis, Persians for Barles. That feels like an amazing Civ draft. Gotta be more creative, I think, with Dog9 U. Inca number 1. Maybe for Koala? Inca, Mongols, Armenians, Italians, Burmese, and Magyars. That is far more interesting. I think Barles is just straightforward OP on his Civ draft. Okay, Barles is hosting the lobby. Dog9U is there, perfect. And Barles will be picking orange, it looks like, on the dashboard. Orange. Or no, swapping to purple. Never mind, that was just on the way. You're the only one. I just started the stream 1 minute ago. We're up to 7 now on Twitch, it looks like. On YouTube, we got some people. Hello, LL Alberto and Solo. Hello, everyone. Just joined, but seems okay. Okay, good. Wanted to watch of your taxi live stream again. Maybe I can do that if we ever get a real Cobra car. Do some Cobra car Ubering. And looks like they have launched. Didn't auto launch though, unfortunately. I might have to just use the dashboard in Chrome instead of Firefox. I guess the stuff I'm using here doesn't have any ads that need to be blocked, so I might be able just to run my stream in Chrome. I did like the idea of Firefox though, because it's not a Chromium app that breaks when Capture Age eats my VRAM. Alright, so we're gonna have Barles as the Spanish and Dog9U as the Inca. Map will be hideout. So his very first pick, the Inca for hideout. That's interesting. Don't know if I've ever seen the Inca be particularly fascinating on hideout, but maybe he'll have something creative for us. Alright, so I think I'll just put Barles in the red so it's not red versus blue. I like the color picking. Purple blue is hard for people to see, I've heard. So we shall have Barles playing as the red Spanish to the northwest and Dog as the blue Inca to the south. Dog9U. Who advanced because Emu did not show up to his game the other day. And Dog was less not there than Emu, even though Dog was playing Black Forest. He was alt-tabbing and typing in the chat. So Barles' draft, I agree, Barles' draft is absolutely insane. But the Inca here were the first pick for Dog, and it'll be Inca Spanish. Conquistadors worry me. The only thing I can think the Inca really do is monks and skirms there, maybe crossbows, but conks feel like they're going to be scary. Especially if the plan were something like Triple Barracks Eagles if you're growing up fast. But conks feel scary. 2 boar on the inside, nothing to worry about there. I think all the deer are... Where are the deer anyway? Oh, the deer are outside. Okay, I was going to say... I didn't see them outside. They must be inside, but no, they are outside. Much easier deer push here for dog than for Barls. Barls won't have the gate there. Probably have to delete a palisade to push him in. I think that's what I'd do in this situation. Gotta be careful of the eagle eventually running in, but getting them through the gate into the TC, I think it's just gonna be much longer. I think this is a good old delete situation. Hope he brings some wacky... I hope he does bring some wacky strats. Yeah, and he's gonna delete. Is it Dogao? Nope, it's not Dogao. This is Dog9U. He's his own person. This is not Dogao. Deer loves running along the wood line. There he goes. They need something Imperial Age to make them good in late imp. Honestly, I think conks are decent enough in late imp. They don't need to change. They're so strong in Castle Age. I think it's okay if they fall off a bit. They're still useful for the Spanish. You put them behind, like, as the back unit and play them like cav archers. You keep them alive. They're still decent. It's just not absolutely insane like they are in Castle. There's a gold on all 3 sides. That is a good point. He has gold on all 3 sides. Dog has all of his golds, or all the extra gold near him on the short side of the map. So it could be a bit awkward. Shit, triple gold there, and then the neutral gold right here. I guess that's a second gold. I guess each player gets 2-3 tiles of gold kind of far away. Barles's were spread out on all sides. Dog had all of his clumped together down here. That's how hideout generates the map view sometimes. Sometimes you gotta adapt to that. And dog will go, by the looks of it, the long... Whoa, okay. Oh no, dog. He's going the wrong way, even extra long, because the neutral forest spawned near the middle forest. So he's gonna run around here, and he's gonna have to realize that he needs to go the other way. As we're 5 minutes in, and when he does that barracks, he's gonna have to redirect everything to go to the left side, which is shorter, and which thankfully does have that hole in it because of the deer push Barles had to contend with. So the eagle's gonna run around the long side, and he will now realize that this is the long side. So he's doing loom. Vils will have to go over to the left if he does want to trush. And he's long distance mining gold. He's up on 19 pop. He's doing loom. He's got to have something planned. Has to be some type of... Oh, there's a gold camp. Okay. Some type of men-at-arms. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be men-at-arms towers. The Inca will have discounted towers and a decent eco with the double population space on the houses. They'll save a bit of wood early on. That'll help pay for the wood cost of the towers. He's barking around the wrong tree when he ran the wrong way around. I guess that's one way of putting it. And Barles is going to have a nice wall off out here in front of that palisade. That's actually really sick. It's going to keep that stone super safe from a trush. You could even put one tile of wall here and re-palisade, double palisade to protect the stone. Useful against the Inca, who I think you're going to assume go for this type of strat, especially now that you see that eagle hoovering around. So 5 vils forward for the trush. The feudal much slower for Barles. Dog grabbed a sheep. Hello, sheep. What are you doing over here? Must be laming that from Barles. Barles is going to wall behind the gate. Doesn't want the trush going through the gate. Going to do that for both of his gates. Not like he's going to use the gates for anything right now. And there goes the tower for dog. He's going to start making progress in towards the berries. Barles is going to get an extra layer of walls behind this. A couple of the berries in the back will still be okay. And Barles is going to get this completely walled off, especially with the militia there. Gonna realize he's not gonna finish that in time. We'll just wall behind it. Bring that villager back a bit. So he's a minute away from being up. Men-at-arms on the way in. And again, the Vils will have to get to the back side of those berries. And the gate's down. Not getting that armor. Oh, Incaville. The Inca were the #1 save in the game back when the Vills had their feudal upgrades. That absolutely had to be nerfed. I had a 2v2 where I basically beat Vinchester because of that bonus. That was back when I was playing that tournament with ACCM. that was the most OP thing that's ever been in AoE 2. Worse than Death Star TCs. Worse than the initial Kumans, the Incavilles. Well, it took people a long time to realize how good they were, but once they came in with the Incaville tower rushes, there were no stopping that. So stone walls here from Barles, really committing to keeping those men-at-arms out. Doesn't quite have the food to fast castle right now, I don't think, unless he's going to buy it. Something's laggy. Yeah, holy lag. Hello, Eric. What is going on? Capture age? What is happening with this lag? Mass Curse is okay, so it's not like a... Shoot, did it resolve itself? Yeah, that resolved itself. T90 just quit his stream as he had the exact same issue. What do you mean quit his stream? I went offline in an attempt to fix it. Okay. This is like a game issue, though. This isn't a stream lag issue. OBS is perfectly fine. This is a DE. Dog9U Barles probably super far apart issue. Some more walls going up as the men-at-arms go to attack the market. Over here is that eagle. Okay, the eagle scout fighting the scout cav. The scout should win that. Eagle's getting a lot of damage on the gate. But right behind it, scout will win. And another tower going up over here for dog. You're gonna have the lag for all of these? I don't know, maybe. Oh, look at that. Look at the Vil running. This is HD-like. Yeah, this is what they're playing in. What happened to T90? He restarted his stream because he couldn't deal with the lag. But he thought it was a T90 issue. It's a DE issue between these two players, it looks like. This is not just capture rage. This is happening in the game. I can look at the game and it's running kind of slow. If I alt tab over. So market here will go down. This is unplayable. Oh, I have definitely played in worse than this. Looks like it's recovering a bit now. It's a tower going up here for dog. It'll be Castle Age though for Barles. So honestly, this tower rush has done quite a bit of damage. Taking out the market, forced the rebuild there from Barles. Question is just what happens now. Barles has stone, so it's not like he will be denied conquistadors. He has gold in the back. Does need to buy 100 stone, then he'll have a nice castle probably right out here that'll clear out 3 towers. I don't know where dog is. I would assume somewhere East Asia, based on what I saw in his stream the other day. But I don't know for sure. You know, he's playing Sorokuma tomorrow. That'll be tomorrow. He's from Hong Kong, okay. So, probably some lag between these two. Oh, no. YouTube is having a problem. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Yeah, let me know if there's any issue with the YouTube stream, then my YouTube... OBS looks fine for me. YouTube seems like it might be dying. The game might be killing the YouTube stream. So, conk out for Barles. Just won your first game. Here is some to celebrate. Well, congratulations. Capture Age feels laggy. Apparently Windows Update messed stuff up. Not the first time that's happened. Should I just not use Capture Age then? Should I cast in-game? T90 is trying to backdate Windows right now. Looks fine. Alright, good. Now there's a GG from Dog. So what happened was he tried to tower rush. Barles managed to get castle anyway and get a castle. Get to the castle age and build a castle. Dora even pointing to the outside, then the conks run forward, and he's stuck feudal with nothing to do. So, GG. I can try. I'm not going to downgrade Windows, but maybe I could cast in-game if Capture Age is going to be broken. Yesterday the schedule said it was Wednesday. I don't think T90's set ever was changed. It's been like that since he posted it. Bunch of folks are having issues with the security update. Now this is, we try casting just in the game then. I'm perfectly fine to do that. In some ways I actually kind of prefer that to Capture Age. Let's take out Capture Age then. The game itself is lagging though, so let me restart the game. Yeah, I broke the SSD you have? Oh no. Let's get these updates in. Browse up 1.0. Winning hideout with the Spanish over the Inca. Now your Steam crashed. That's not good. I'm restarting DE. We'll see if this works. Okay, yep, I'm gonna cast Running versus Antagonist after this. There are a few more sets later in the day. I'll see how I'm feeling. I have a bit of a headache right now, so I might not cast everything today. And shall we try casting directly in the game? Oh, I think I forgot to turn a widget off too. I'll try in game and see if that is better. Did they launch? They did. Skakuza next. Can't change the colors, but we'll deal with that. I'll need to turn on the sound though. Alright. Let's go. So, Skakuza, let's catch up to real time. We will have Barles in the purple to the north, and then Dog in the blue to the southeast. And immediately it'll be Mongols versus Persians. So two really good civs for sudden death. Or at least on this map. Mongols with the extra hunt bonus, being able to grab that very quickly. And then also Dogao. You know what? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I know what was going on. Okay, I might break the stream here. I'm at 2880 resolution. Capture Age might just not be able to handle that. Hopefully I didn't just break the stream. I was doing map scripting and I forgot to swap that earlier. Nothing's broken, right? Nothing's broken. I think that was what the capture age lag was. I was on too big of a capture age resolution. All right. Well, one thing I'm gonna try capture age again. I'm gonna try that again. Hold on. Let me get this tier. Try that one more time, and it will be that I am just at a proper resolution this time instead of 4K. We'll see if this works. I think this will be better. This should be better. Put the chicken volume up. No R-base. My problem was I was map scripting and I put my resolution at 2880 so I could zoom out more, and I forgot to change it back because I had a headache last night. I just went to bed without changing my settings back. And I forgot about that. And I think that's why it was lagging, because capture age was lagging, and it is just incidental that T90 is having an issue. Alright, so Barles will put him in the red again. Also give him a win because he's up. Capture age lags so much when I change the colors. I guess maybe it has to do some rendering on all the units. I don't know. How did I change the capture age? It is my, not capture age, it is my desktop. My desktop was at 2880 resolution. Because you can't zoom out far enough in DE, so you have to change your desktop resolution. So I use dynamic super resolution on NVIDIA to essentially fake a higher resolution than my monitor supports so I can zoom out more. That's the state we're in 2025 for this game. So anyway, barracks for Barles. He is up to feudal as the Persian's not making anything, so this might just be pure skirmisher from him. We'll have feudal at a similar time from Dog, ever so slightly slower. But he has done Loom, so has Barles. So faster uptime for the Persians there, faster working TC. Any tips for playing Slavs? I guess depends. It really depends on the settings. Yeah, they're really good as a cav civ if you can get enough farms out. Really good team bonus that the archer civs as your teammates take advantage of. Can be tricky late game without bombard cannon. Kind of that Celt situation where they go halb siege, but are countered by gunpowder pretty well. Oh my gosh, if you could make a funnel in this map? Oh my gosh, what type of mad genius are you? That might be brilliant. Imagine if you could make a funnel and get like 20 zebras all running to your TC. Oh my gosh. Someone needs to try that. Someone absolutely needs to try that. Funneling on this map. Hey, no Celt slander. No slander, just go Paladin. Okay, Vil probably wants to go fight that spear. Yep, there goes Barles. Making sure that it'll win. And easy victory for the Vil and the spear. So scouts opening from both players. Interesting to see scouts and not just pure skirms. It's not a funnel, as a vortex. We gotta try that. Oh, we'd see some Armenians here. Pretty popular on this map. I think people have learned that skirms counter longswords, though. Do I play any community tournaments? Sometimes. I've had so much work to do with casting and adminning. I haven't had time to play recently. Tiny TCC. Oh, we need to organize that show match. The maps are ready. I was going to do this last night if I didn't have a headache, but I need to set up my sub goal bar. If we get to 100 subs, we're doing sudden disaster small maps. Maybe we should make that 300, though. I was thinking of doing like a community FFA tournament, but I don't think I'll have time for that, so I might just make that 300. And then do 500 for the chicken cosplay. Script hidden. There's not much room to hide them. Did the attack animation get slower? They synchronized the attack animation with when it actually does attacks. And you'll see he like hunches over and does like a little I'm getting ready to hit you type of phase before he actually pokes. Because the reload time is so large. It's definitely a bit awkward and not quite ideal, but it does match up the timings better. And Rudy P, thank you very much for the sub. Sudden death, tiny maps. I think that's actually going to be really exciting. Especially with the range being cut in half for the tiny maps. So scouts there go down. Dogged on you defending, still with a score lead. Res collected pretty similar. About ranged bonks? What do you mean about ranged bonks? I mean like the Kamiyuki Spearman? As soon as it starts the attack animation for a melee attack, I think the attack is guaranteed to hit. You can't run away. It feels like one of the differences though in DE is that the attack continues instead of stopping if like something's walled off. It's weird. So I'm pretty sure that that two-tile diagonal thing where you Kamiyuki attack over the palisades wasn't there in AOC, but is in DE. That's kind of a weird one. How do I... The new patch? I'm waiting for the hotfix. The new patch broke a lot of maps. There are some nice map scripting features in the patch, otherwise... it unfortunately broke a lot of stuff and broke compatibility. So kind of unfortunate that that happened. Yes, it is Imperial Militia. It is real. I tested it and confirmed it. It is real. These are sudden death. 2K plus players have a shot at beating top 20 players in a set with the right mindset and castle jobs with the right mindset. I think that's important, the mindset. You need to get in the sudden death mindset. You need to remember to make petards at your castles, which you might not usually be doing, but they're a really important sudden death unit. So scouts and archers from Dog still in the back of Barles' base. Dog's playing this really well so far. He's up to the castle age too. Pulling ahead in res collected by keeping the middle as the Mongols, adding in more mills. New pathfinding is also kind of janky. Can't tell if it's better or not. I think in general it's better, but I don't know. I've not played enough to get a feel for it myself. So now with the skirmishers, even in the current patch, skirm's still OP. I'm going to force these archers away. crossbow bodkin on the way. We'll have Bloodline, Scale Barding Armor, and Castle Age for Barls. And looks like he's going to be going then probably opening with Light Cap once he gets up. Or actually, no, I thought he'd upgrade. He doesn't have any left. Maybe he'll just open Knights then. Because it has to be a Knight opening against all the archers. Kind of tricky to do it against one stable, but I guess the Persians at least have the attack bonus. As Barls has to run away to the other lumber camp. And Dog is on Skakuza, doing very well. Making a game against Barls would be an accomplishment. Those have to leave the gold, and we'll have another house coming up on the side. His chain barding armor and husbandry are on the way. So, Crossbow Knight just hoovering around in the back. That's gotta be so annoying for Barls. Just right there by the gold. Double nerf the skirmisher and they're still strong. Yeah, pathing changes definitely help against skirms. Now that was one of the hardest things. Like your scouts just wouldn't kill them. And the skirms would just path away and the scouts would bump on each other and get a hit every so often. But no, never really enough to like jump a group of skirms and take them out. Crossbow scout on the other side. Crossbow over here goes down. It'll be pulling back from the gold. I'll be going for the tower. Skirm's going for the crossbows. Crossbows going down, but not quite, not quite. This is still a winning fight for Dog. Carlos has to pull a knight back. Crossbows just about cleaned. Oh, the final one does go down. And Barl's is gonna call the GG. Dog takes the game. Camels coming in. Mongols on Skakuza with the hunt. Look at that. Look at that. And also no lag from capture age there. That worked. I fixed the issue as my resolution was too high. Equal KD, but oh man, that Mongol's eco just shot to the moon. Not waiting for the TC to go down? Well, I mean, this was over well before that. Yeah, the resolution resolved things. That ties it up 1-1. Mongols really OP, but also kind of best civ versus worst civ situation too. And next map will be Arena. Arena is the best map. They're playing on the new patch, yes. It can still be lamed by archers, as in archers still can kill it. It's not the point like a scout where they can't even attack it. But the food is no longer removed, so the food will start decaying when it's killed by archers. That's my favorite civ, Byzantines, because the old Constantinople city in Barbarossa 5 was amazing. I mean, Istanbul? I mean, it was Constantinople in Barbarossa 5. Did this game launch? Yes. Okay, next game will be Arena. Bari is a Byzantine campaign, but I don't think it counts. Alright, Barles, once more, we place you in the red. And we shall have Barles as the red Bohemians to the south and Dog as the blue Burmese to the north. And I think this just means it's a monk war. Bohemians do have heresy. Burmese do not, but that might not matter if it's a very quick monk push with the discounts for the Burmese. Bohemians still with a gold mining upgrade might even be better than having a discount. No tetracycline? What is wrong with Bari? It's just not a proper Byzantine campaign. I'm still scarred by the HD edition where you had to run a hero unit back and forth across a map several times. Oh, what we really need is a proper historical Byzantines campaign. This is a fun relic spawn. I mean, our base looking at 5 relics all being slightly closer to Dog. In my day, we had the big back areas behind the arenas, and you could have all of the relics inside of player bases. I'll need to go find that recorded game. I have it somewhere years ago. There was a game on Voobly. I think it was someone playing against John Slow, who had 4 of the relics inside of his walls, And then both extra golds and the extra stone were in like a little pocket of land in the back. The best map you could possibly hope for. And the 5th relic was easy to grab in the middle. You pushed a chicken IRL, even escaped through a hole in the palisades. Oh boy. Yeah, the deer on this map, thankfully, so no chickens, even though the deer don't behave by the edge of the map like they used to. Makes it easier for Barles to collect the relics with his forward monasteries. Butter knows how to play arena. Hello, Cool Rain. Look at that deer. Barles can't push it. He's hoping maybe he can like get it to rebound off the edge of the map. Hello, Bloodless. Yeah, we're gonna co-cast the next set with John Slow. There we go. Now the deer's in. Is this? I would think this becomes a monk war. I have seen some interesting scout play on 1TC, but I would think this becomes a monk war. Were they glued to the edge in AoE 1? I don't remember that. But then again, deer hunting was very different in AoE 1. You had one Vil try to push all of them. Do we have a Turks campaign? We have the historical battle at Manzikert, but no, I don't think we have a Turks campaign. I've kind of lost track of the campaigns, though. There's so many in DLC that I haven't played. Okay, scouts will meet in the middle. We'll have a nice fight here. And okay, who's gonna? Ooh, Barles is gonna pull back. He's gonna pull back. He's not gonna engage in the scout fight. HP is equal, and he's up first, so I guess he doesn't know that for sure. But being up first, you don't want to commit to that. Gonna get a hit and run. Force the scout away from his gate, and he'll just enjoy being up first. Only one farm. So 21 pop up. This is one heck of a build if you're going up on 21 pop from Barles. So 4 on berries, 2 on gold, 4 on wood, 1 farm. The rest on the geese. That one Vil there a bit idle. You can go to gold. And this is definitely a selling stone build from Barles. Yeah, they're 8 Vils. That's about as much as you can fit on a goose. Wondering if you might need one more farm. Twenty pop is iffy for fast castle? We'll see. He has it. Bohemians have... They still have the discounted blacksmith? Or... Yes, minus 100 wood for the blacksmith, so that's cheaper. You don't need as much wood. That's how he could fit in the farm. Sending some Vils to gold. Ooh, that one goose. That is painful. Silly goose. He's gonna sell stone and buy his way up. Which I think he can do. He'll need to drop off one more round of geese food. There he goes, buying 100 food, buying 200, selling wood, and he's fine. There he goes. Selling 200 stone and 100 wood, buying 200 food, and still having the gold to go up. He's perfectly fine. And now he doesn't need food anymore, he just needs gold because he needs monks. Market blacksmith in the back for dog, kind of like that to have it in the back if you're going for the monk war. Kind of awkward bow tie gold there with a mining camp, you don't have a great spot for it. Idle 15 seconds, not worth it. I mean, the fastest odd monk rush is usually around 23 pop. I feel like even on 22 pop, your eco is so rough it's hard to pull off, but maybe with Bohemians, if you just, with the gold mining upgrades, your monk eco is good enough that it works still. Yeah, no town centers, it is sudden death. So you might look at here, oh, that's a nice TC spot by the gold and the wood line. Nope. This is a good TC spot here. Nope, nope, nope. Can't build them. Only one TC. One TC to those early eco upgrades help more since you can't boom. It's a weird thing because in some sense, since you have fewer villagers, the eco upgrades have less of an effect. And he is triple monastery now, so slight mess up with that final goose on the build. Other than that, triple monastery at home though. Really surprised they're not forward, and they definitely could have been forward. Dog's gonna go forward for monasteries. We'll run into a jaguar. And he's gonna monastery, double monastery in the middle. Yeah, that's what I kind of expected. I was gonna see monasteries in the middle from Barles. You have the red foxes in the middle, so sending your vills forward to hunt them can be nice. Hunt them? Kill them and gather their pelts, is that the same thing? I guess that's part of hunting them. Isn't that, you can never have enough monasteries. 3 monks and atonement already on the way. He's ready to win a monk war. So he's got 8 on gold with free gold shaft mining. So he's 10 on gold. He is more than happy with his gold income. Had a nice shape for the main gold too. Now one more farm and he'll have enough to keep the TC running. He got 7 on food, I guess. Oh, with the berries, he's more than enough to keep the TC running. But he's just gonna go monk. Scout's gonna try to disrupt the vills and triple monastery there from dog. Gonna be a good monk war. Atonement is being clicked, but already in for Barles. And Barles is just ahead here. Bohemian Eco is great for this. And he can heal up the scout too, so he can just take that fight however he wants. And now he's gonna have 5 relics. Even grabbing them from right underneath these monasteries. Scout here to stop monks from popping out. Devotion on the way from Barles, he'll be devoted. Dog himself is not yet devoted. And more monks getting ready to pop out. That's 2, and then 3 relics, a 4th relic, and then a 5th relic from Barles. There's a lot of monks wanting a scout conversion. Scout's gonna run away. Gonna try to get away and keep the relic on the way in. Oh, you can't convert monasteries? I guess it's just something... Felt like the religious building shouldn't be converted. I think it's fine. Monasteries, TCs, castles, walls. Barles does know how to clown, indeed. Well, he is putting them in the most back of his monasteries. If that's 4 relics, where's the 5th? Oh, the 5th is on the way in? Alright. So also getting conversions. More conversions on the way. And I think Barles is going to win this game. Scout picks off the monk in the back. Everything's gone his way so far. Oh my gosh, the Jaguar going for the Vil. Monks need to heal. Okay, she's fine, she's fine. Imagine if that jaguar got a kill right there. Okay, relics all in the monasteries. Oh, well, that was nice. The monks started getting a conversion, charging on the scout, but then they stopped and turned around. Ooh, if scout gets converted, a monk can just swap back and try to insta the scout back. There we go, insta. So monk's gonna maybe go for the scout. Scout will get a kill. Imagine if normal jaguars on the map got +1 attack per kill. That could be fun. It's a lot of res in the middle, but on 1 TC, I feel like you're never going to really have the eco to expand out to the middle the way you would on a more boomer or more boomier setting. Saving it for heresy. Saving it for imp by the looks of it. I mean, either way, you're winning the game. Oh, he is a castle too. He's gonna have a castle and he's gonna have imp. A ram on the way. He needs the castle up so he can click imp, but he's clicking as soon as he... Oh wait, no he doesn't. He's another building somewhere. Oh, there he's the university, the discounted university. So there, he's imp. Now, no Manganello, but it's not like this is a Gajar player. Yeah, Clown Fest without extra TCs is nice. You like how they show up as different units in capturation now? Yeah, that is a bit annoying. It does give us insight into how many monks you've converted from your opponent, though, so that is kind of nice. 7 + 6. And Barl's running around with 6 monks. If one of these monks were to pick up a relic, it would change graphics and become one of his monks. Yeah, but Burmese with Heresy that's discounted would be really strong. There's Redemption Sanctity on the way. And then he's just going to click the Imperial Age upgrades. He will click Illumination, Block Printing, and Theocracy as soon as he gets up. We'll have more than enough gold for clicking all of those. And then probably just start making trebs. Can you upgrade converted monks if they've picked up relics? Probably, yeah. That's a good question. I think so. I think the act of picking up or dropping the relic will swap the monk over. So, oh wait, that's a good point. If you convert a monk with Sanctity, and you don't have Sanctity, and the monk has 1 HP, and you pick up a relic, the monk might die. Just like the Vil swapping loom thing I did a video on years ago. I don't know if that still happens for the Vils. If it does, this would happen with the monks. They fixed the floating point error, I was told. But I think it's still possible to kill monks with relics. Man, relics are dangerous. Yeah, but it can upgrade, it can also downgrade. Like if you don't have Sanctity and they do, and then you swap, you go from 45 to 30 hit points. Caught a splinter. Threw your back out trying to pick it up. So Imp on the way for Dog. He's not that far from Imp himself. And whoever mentioned Heresy for Barls, I think you're absolutely right that he'll need it. Or at least want it before the fight, not necessarily need it. So the castle drop will be on these 3 monasteries. I'll stop the monk production. Because this dog is just, I don't know, I've never really heard of Dog 9U before. I feel like I've seen the name around. Definitely not someone at the same as Barles' level, and how he took a game was Mongols on Skakuza with lots of hunt. Oh, there's a petard on the gate. I'll start the process of breaking in. Castle taking up the monasteries. And there is heresy. There is heresy. The candle in the book icon always reminds me of that scene in the Fellowship of the Ring when Gandalf rides to Minas Tirith to read the account of Isildur. Just always makes me think of that. So Trev going for the monastery. Monastery taking some damage. Yeah, now you start converting and heresy wins the game for Barles. Or honestly, he just needs 4 Trebs at this point. He can just go forward and snipe the TC. I don't think monks would even convert Trebs fast enough to stop them if they try that. Even tripping the poor house. Doing another castle forward. Okay, okay. Just needs to keep double the I mean, he does have 28 monks. Treb's gonna snipe off the monks. That is a lot of lines, capture age. A lot of triangles everywhere. Oh, to be fair, Barles isn't quite of the numbers. I don't think the monks can stop the castle, though. They definitely can't get adjacent to the Trebs underneath this castle. And the Trebs are taking out the monks. Treb counters monk. That's what we gotta learn from this. Alright, and now with the castle, you just gotta go for the TC. And the only thing Dog can do is YOLO his monks under castle fire. Let's add more lines to try to convert the Trebs. Yeah, I think Barles is close enough. He just needs to hit the right-click the TC and he wins. He's doing one more Treb. Gonna try to wall them? I don't think that's necessary. Can you hit the TC from there? Yeah, he just needs to unpack. Yeah, and there's no way Dog stops that. Dog's gonna YOLO all his Vills to repair. Gonna try to catch the missed Treb shots with Vills. And there's the GG. As the TC will go down, Barles goes up 2-1. GG. Also got to keep an eye. The next set's going to be antagonist running, so we'll see how long that takes to get going. But 13 OKD for Barles. Played that one to absolute perfection there. Other than a couple seconds of idle time on the TC. What was that, 15 seconds? And thank you, Tommy the Tank Ender, for the follow. That was a lovely monk rush from Barles. I'll see if Koala comes up next. And yes, it will. 21 pop seemed maybe a bit tight, but maybe I'll have to try that myself, see how it is to pull off. Like 21 into 3 defensive monasteries, so you don't need the siege right away. Just go for the relics. That felt nice. Even if your opponent goes scouts, you're gonna have so many monks, you can probably take out the scouts. Alright, so here we go on Koala. We'll have Dog as the blue Armenians to the west, against Barles as the red Koreans to the east. And Barles going for the double deer push. Oh no, he's going for the single deer push. No, Barles, push both. I'll go for the single deer push. Remember, your boars usually are quite forward on this, as are your turkeys. As this deer will come into the TC. And then more turkeys coming around. Deer getting pushed by the scout. Oh. Boar killed by the TC. I hate that. I hate that so much. I hate that so much. Deer getting under the TC. Nice push from Dog. And well, it was the hamster map that Dog managed to win. So maybe he has a chance here. You don't hate it, but it feels odd. It works. It is just wrong on... I hate it so much. There's no threat to... You're never gonna lose a Vil to a boar now. Like, look at that. The boar stands still. Just sits there and waits. I can understand if maybe they feel like removing all the food is too punishing. Maybe they want to make you remove like half the food or something, but it's just being that this is how you hunt the boar every single time is just so wrong. Barles could do some laming on these, or stealing of these turkeys if he wants. If you could cook it to make it more tasty. Well, Vanilla Donut, I think you'll have to come by when I do a cooking stream then. You can find out. Does it actually make the food more tasty, or do I mess up completely and make the food uneditable, inedible? hope the instructions are clear. Reduce to like 20%. Yeah, that'd be probably fair. That way, at least you don't have your vills standing around idle while you got to come up with a solution. Should get non-spoiling when killed by fire ships, so it's cooked properly. That's a good one. So another barracks going up for Barrels. Cooking stream in a chicken costume. Oh, if we hit 500 subs by then maybe. So Vil and Loom on the way for Barrels. He had skipped Loom on the way to Feudal. And just going to open with a range. He's on gold, so I guess this might be some archers. Didn't do any men-at-arms. Men-at-arms on their way in from Dog. So it might be a couple of archers to clean the men-at-arms and then swapping over into skirms. Feudal Scout's going to take a great fight here. Dog was not prepared for that. I don't have a mill going up here for Barrels. Ooh, nice use of the TC there. And complete wall to the west side of his base there, up to the northern wood line from Barl, so he's pretty safe. A bit more walling, he'll be fully safe. And that scout almost down, so men-at-arms forced back from the archers, and now just gonna be more archers from Barls. Okay, I thought maybe he'd swap to skirms after a while, but nope, gonna stay 3 on gold, 1 range. More archers. Archers taking up the men-at-arms. Box formation men-at-arms still stack on top of each other. Yeah, that man-at-arms goes down. Archer's getting some more kills, picking off those archers. Nicely done, nicely done. And Vil goes down. Archer's trying to take... Ooh, this is a good fight from Barls. And the Vils are just outside the archers. Dog ever stops microing for a second, and the Vils all die. Here, Archer's going down. And the Vil goes down. There's the GG from Dog. And GL next. And 3-1 for Barls. So, I mean, considering the elo difference, 2752 to 2295. I mean, Dog, he's a good player, but taking that Skakuza game, I think was pretty darn impressive. Barls showing off why he's so high elo on Arena. But very, very well done on Skakuza, but this map just absolutely dominated by Barls, 11-1. And GG. Hello, Sir Baron. How you doing? I feel like I'm gonna need. I feel like I'm gonna need Ivy to give me advice on my cooking stream when I do one, probably next week. I don't know if I can handle the cooking all by myself. I'm doing okay. A bit of a headache today, but I'm doing all right other than that. A running antagonist should be next. You? You can help if you want, Baron. Very cook in game too. Alright, let me see where this next set is at. Okay, I don't see a draft for them. Let's just check that, make sure this is actually happening. You only cook Maxos in game. Oh no, poor Maxos. Oh, looks like there'll be a Viper Dob set today too. Where is this antagonist set running? Alright, there we are. Looks like this will be happening in just a moment. Get the drafts cleared. Running's opponent today suggests that he is the main character, that Running is the protagonist. How am I today? I'm doing pretty well. Bit of a headache today. We'll see how long I can stream for. It's getting a bit better as I'm streaming. I know Acro is playing some games later today too. I forgot what Acro Nikalv. Mongol's the very first pick. Streaming 24 hours if the headache does not stop. Maybe if it does stop. So Mongols, Bohemians, the first picks. No Skakuza and Mongols still taken first. You have a dog who thinks she wants salsa. I would imagine the salsa would smell very good. Even to non-dogs. So Portuguese Burmese, at least we've seen some good monk civs. Khitans though, they're a hamster civ. Let's see if we have a channel for this. Oh gosh, it's a sudden hamster 2 logo. All right. Let me give a call over to John Slow and hopefully we get this running. To his Discord. I'll join a random voice channel there. You can drag me around. Hello.
Oh shit! Now you can hear me.
Yes, hello, hello.
Hello, you delight. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm good. I need to remove the push to talk, I guess, because... oh no, I'll keep it. It'll be fine. Alright, so did you enjoy the previous set?
I enjoyed that monk game. That was a clean monk rush from Barles. 21 pop. I've never seen something quite that fast before. I've used to like 23, but 21 was really fast.
Yeah, that was definitely a spreadsheet build. How is the sound, guys? Is Steel's sound fine? Am I fine on Steel's stream? All good? Oh, they don't hear you. Damn, I knew it.
They don't hear me, oh no. I think we're good on my stream. Let me know if I need to adjust the volume.
No, it's probably my settings. Let me fix it. I think you should be good now. Say something.
Okay, hopefully.
Flame ande.
Hopefully we're good now. And so, antagonist running, who do you think is actually the favorite here? Because running should be really good on all these clowny settings, even though I think maybe antagonist is slightly higher in elo. What is this matchup even? I feel like these two players are pretty close in the
yeah,
settings.
Both are kind of clowns. You can say both clowns are good on open maps too. You could say like they're kind of similar to each other. You know, if you think about it.
Yeah. So what seeds are these players? I mean, let me run through my bracket. There's so many players in the bracket. It's hard to find this. And it was seed 30 against 35. So antagonist seed 30, running seed 35. So pretty close matchup here.
Kind of similar, yeah. I really don't know who's the favorite. It could go either way, I would say. Oh, we should do the chat combined magic on Twitch. You know?
Oh yes. Yeah. So you click the button. Let me click accept.
Is it working?
Open Twitch and check. Just said welcome to chat room here. I'll type in the chat and see.
Let me knock again.
Alright, yeah, knock again. Oh. Wait a minute.
Now I knocked.
Let me try clicking accept again. I'll do it directly on Twitch this time instead of an OBS. Oh, there we are.
Yeah, I think we are good, maybe. Yeah, it's working.
Alright, is the chat combined? I think so.
Okay,
Gosh,
right on time because I have started.
It's like I had to click OK on like 4 or 5 different pop-up menus, but we're good.
Koala.
Okay, make sure I'm muted on Twitch and not Discord. There we go. So Koala, that feels like the most hamstery, other than maybe Skakuza, of the maps we have.
Yeah, it's the two most hamstring maps. In Sudden Disaster one, I think we had Arabia and how was it called? Habub. So we had enough of those, and these are the new hamster maps.
There's FC on Koala. Oh, what do you think about FC on Koala? I've heard people suggest that. I mean, honestly, running maybe with his gold and stone all in the back, he might be able to.
Well, if you turn it into a raccoon, like we saw yesterday, like when you wall from the eyes, from the ears to the nose, and then they have glasses, and maybe you can do that.
And running laming, too.
Oh boy. Playing aggressive.
Yeah. Much easier to lame these days, too, since you can just garrison all your vills and shoot that boar once you get near the TC.
Yeah, but players don't do that. From what I saw, everybody's still like doing the two shots, and you saw hop out and still shoots it instead of like they're too used to it.
Yeah, well, might have a counter lane from antagonist. He's gonna grab those other two turkeys and pull away. And will he go for it? He's going for it there. Oh, what if running uses the turkeys to block?
Trap! I thought he would trap him with the turkeys. But no, he stopped it.
Let's be careful of that scout. That's very low on HP.
Yeah, Ryan has to
He's
run.
gonna chase that down.
He got a boar, so that's really nice for him. Heal advantage, I don't think will help him.
But he got what he wants. He's gonna get the next boar in.
That's a big advantage, 3 boars and Koala. I like Ranit's position.
Yeah, and also Saracens versus Khitans. It's one of those matchups where if the Khitans do what they want to do in the Castle Age by going with lots of Steppe Lancers, maybe Camels from the Saracens are an answer to that.
Yeah, but the whole idea of Koala is for it to be aggressive, no? Like, getting to Castle Age should be tough. Maybe running with also extra boars can go very fast. Archers, like with Saracens. Because he doesn't want to face the Khitan's economy later on, I think.
Oh, maybe that could be the point of going fast castle then. You can get into camels really quickly and disrupt them before they get all the pastures used. I think if you go for an extended feudal fight, you're already losing to the pastures.
I really like the map of running, so like look at his gold and stone perfectly between the wood line and his TC. So only a small wall on the left, a minimal wall like from the stone to the wood and from the stone to the house, and he's fully walled. Like, it's a sick map.
Yeah, just the berries that are out there a bit exposed. But I guess that's always the case on this map. You're always going to have your front berries.
Yeah.
If he goes triple range archers as the Saracens, that could be interesting, right? Because you get through palisades really quickly with that many archers. And I guess the skirms are nerfed, but the Khitans still train skirms faster, so that kind of undoes the nerf, at least for them.
Well, they need to nerf them more, right? So maybe Khitans will like distract them. Look, you didn't do anything, and they'll have to do it again, but we'll see.
And so loom for both looks like they're going up at the same time.
Yeah, 19 villagers. Not the fastest, but not the slowest.
Yeah, then running will just wall up in the back and be completely safe from anything aside from attacks on his berries.
That wall is even much better than what I suggested. Perfect wall.
Yeah, so running gonna potentially lose the scout here. Is that trade-off when you go for the lame, you lose all the HP on the boar? Or from the boar on the scout?
Could still do a maneuver to the TC if he goes now. Like, if it will not get a thanks D moment. Okay, never mind. It's also a lovely mining camp. Like, look at that gold stone together. Beautiful.
Oh yeah, he's going for the stone. So Saracen's gonna use the market then.
Is he gonna fast castle?
not on 19 vills, right? That's not possible, right? Even with an extra 4.
But he gets a cheaper market. He gets a market discount.
You'd
Like,
have to take vills off of wood now to fast castle, right? I mean, maybe he's just gonna sell it.
it's only 5. If it's a spreadsheet build, like I will be so happy. He has no barracks, notice. Yeah, it's a fast castle.
It's a fast castle, no. Well, we said Barles was fast at 21 pop last game. This is a 20 pop 19 vil fast castle then, since he lost the scout. Oh, and he's gonna kill the scout too. He's doing it.
And they say arena players are not aggressive, man. Look at that.
Well, fast castle into what as the Saracens?
Monks, of course. What do you mean? Unless he sends everything on stone, gets a defensive castle on his TC, and then he's safe because, well, it's sudden death. And then clown from there, either one monastery petards or so. But that's an interesting tower battle. He does love his towers. He's on stone already, too.
Yeah, and he will be able to hop across those houses if running doesn't wall behind that.
Can you do that?
Yeah, you can hop between 2 houses like that on a diagonal.
Okay. Remember when you could hop between a gate and the wall on the arena in the corner back in the days on Woobly?
Yeah, well, you still can. The gates just don't spawn there.
Yeah.
Hey, Running's aware of this. He's walling that off. He's walling that off right away.
He has arena experience. He's not dying to see silly stuff. He had only 22 idle seconds. That's impressive. That's definitely a spreadsheet built by Viper.
Alright, so the tower will go up, but it doesn't hit anything right now. As long as he walls, he's okay. He does have loom, so he's free to spend some vil time walling.
Do you think towers will ever hit again?
I don't know.
Like back in the day, they used to hit villagers. Didn't they do anything? I mean, there was something about TC hitting better now in the new patch.
That's because they changed the projectiles. They didn't actually change the accuracy. But yeah, you are right about that. Towers and TCs do hit less than they did originally. So there's a castle legion. He goes for the workshop, so not going to have the stone to drop a castle right away. Did have to stone wall of it, and we'll just go straight for a workshop, and I guess it'll have to be... Oh, double workshop! Double workshop!
Cooking! Let's go! Wow,
So,
I did not expect that.
Is this Mangonels? Or is this somehow Scorpion Ram? He's opening with a Ram.
Has to be. It's a Ram Scorpion is just so much better versus Feudal Age than Mangonels. Like, it's unstoppable. You need tens of scouts to stop that.
Yeah, and right now nothing that can...
Now.
Yeah, nothing that can actually kill the Scorpion, and you just repair it even from the tower fire. And then the Scorpion protects the Rams from the villagers.
What he's missing is like 2 villagers inside the Ram to repair.
Inside the Ram, yeah. He's got to pull it back now, but I think he'll still get the repairs. And now he can just pick up some vills and go for it. Yeah, 2 Scorpions now.
Yeah. Like 2 Rams.
Or at least repairs.
Yeah. Spearman hovering under the TC, but it doesn't matter.
Okay, well...
Yeah, go.
I was gonna say, if Antagonist is feudal, what does he do then? Is it just full scouts against this? That feels risky against Saracens in case we ever get some type of camel out.
Well, that has to be because he's also getting the forging now, and he's Khitan, so he'll get double the attack, which is really nice. And we don't even have a barracks for running, so no camels anytime soon. So running might be too eager to go. I mean, he did not expect all those scouts already. And all his forward should die now.
Yeah, as long as the scouts come around at the right time. He does pick another villager, though, with the forward Scorpions. Let's see, maybe the Ram can block the scouts slightly.
No, I mean, they're dead. Everything is dead at the front.
He's trying for it. He's trying to use the ram.
Not very helpful, but he took down 2 HP, maybe more.
Yeah, there he goes.
He cannot really afford a barracks. Like, a few spear would have fell, but Runnin's economy is...
He's Saracens, right? He can sell and then buy it. Oh, he's going to go for a castle now. He's got 400 stone. He's still heavily on the stone.
But he needs to get forward, and I don't know if he can with 3 scorpions. We already have 7 scouts. That's what I told you. Like, big feudal age investment of scouts is the only way to stop it. And Antagonist is doing exactly that. If he was like trying to go up to castle age or so, he would have gotten wrecked. And Ryan is coming forward, or is he gonna lose the castle at home? That actually would be better. Yeah, he's going for it.
Castle at home.
Oh, but quick wall, quick wall. Leave your scorpions to die. Just wall. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, and he's fine. Picked up 1 relic too before the monk died.
That's something. Quick wall, quick wall. There's still a hole. 2 holes. No, 1 hole. 1 hole.
He's in a wall behind this. Oh, there he goes. All right, now he's also fully walled here. I don't think the scouts... There's no hole behind the market, is there? No, he's good. All right, and now it's
already up.
Yeah, but now you get to the point where you're at the Khitans. What do you do against Mamluks? We're running. He might only have like 2 or 3 of them, but 2 or 3 Mamluks against scouts probably still wins.
Maybe. Well, I was gonna suggest monks, but he's doing an archer range. Skirms.
I mean, skirms don't. The one thing skirms don't counter anymore is Mamluks. They no longer take bonus damage from them. Running might have the 1 unit in the game that counters skirms.
Impossible. It's incounterable. Like, it's a perfect unit.
But yeah, I mean, Khitans, they want to go scouts, they want to go step lancers, they want to go maybe even cav archers. But Mamluks should be good against all of that. Maybe the cav archers could like take some good fights if they micro away, but right now it's going to be monks trying to grab the relics. And how do you stop the monks with scouts if Mamluks can protect them?
Well, crossbows is actually not a bad idea. It's not like Ryan is gonna spam Mamluks. For now, he's doing that, but well, that's a nice cleanup.
Yeah, he gets the monk, but the monk forces the fight there, and that'll be a lot of dead scouts. So crossbow, yeah, I feel like crossbow's probably the best choice here.
Monk alive. Ryan actually has some farmers, and now he ran out of berries, so he will need more. So I kind of like that he's not buying food non-stop. And I think he's at a decent position, but Antagonist does have 6 villagers more, which is nice.
Yeah, lots of idle time from running there as he tried to make Mamluks and just get the eco working after that fast castle. Well, that was a really tight build order, and you're not going to have a lot of leeway to rearrange your economy if you're just using the market as the Saracens and not having any farms.
From here, it's going to be a tough one. It's not going to end fast. Like, none has a clear win condition at the moment. Like, Rani is full defended with a castle. He has to siege workshop in case Antagonist somehow pushes, and Antagonist is very well defended. The only way I see this ending soon is if someone goes for forward castle, which is not really happening because it's almost not its own stone.
Yeah, and running mine so much stone already. He'd probably have to move out to his other stone to grab a forward castle if he wanted to. He doesn't have enough stone left.
Yeah. Ooh, the rocket guard. I want to see maybe redemption now for Ryan. He has a lot of monks already. Man,
especially
if
with
he
the scouts
snaps the
cleaned
rocket
up.
card, if he snipes it, ooh, he can now like steal the relics perhaps, but he gotta use the scorpions.
Also split micro on the crossbows.
Takes the relics. Here we go.
He's going for it, and there's that redemption you wanted. So crossbow's coming, still kind of trying to protect the relics, but that one was far enough away, couldn't really do anything. And Repairville's forward for running. He'll keep the scorpions in top shape. Monk's also here to heal everything, healing those Mamluks back up.
Yeah, redemption is gonna be really nice. Now it will be a lot about the micro, and both have good micro. So you need to snipe the monks with a crossbow, and somehow keep your rocket card alive to snipe the scorpions. It's not easy.
Okay, we are at least getting one relic for antagonist, so it's not going to be giving up all of them. But he's running, wants that. He wants to be up 5-1. And he's got it.
Okay, Mangonels. No, doesn't want to fight yet. Convert! Oh, he was waiting for Sensity. Ooh, but 2 scorpions down. Convert!
Who gets the rocket cart and keeps the mangonel alive. That went so well for running.
Big economy leads on for antagonists. Like 9 villagers. Look at the rest collected. More than 2k rest collected. More for the Kitans. But monks are monks, right?
Monks are monks. And now that he has redemption, the monks could even try to convert that stable if the crossbows ever go back too far too. Actually, what could be nasty here is converting the market. Like on 1 TC, the market is so good for rebalancing your eco here. All the crossbows are fighting on the left side. They're a bit far away from it.
Okay, Ran is preparing a route to the TC. If he can take that stable down, and he will. Like, it will be quite open. What about his stone? Well, antagonist actually has almost enough stone for a castle. Could buy if needed. Do it in front of the TC maybe. So it's a house between those 2 pastures.
And this is just a point where if antagonist tanks 1 mangonel shot on the crossbows, the game's over. What if he stays alive? He's gonna have such a better eco.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
Oh boy!
Oh boy! But more
he's playing with fire here.
Oh, great ground attack by running. Look at the Mimluks just standing there, like, we're not part of this.
Oh, okay, there they go, the crossbows.
And, well, his only choice now is to rush a castle. He has to rush a castle, or else... Okay,
yeah,
here comes the castle.
And at the very least, it forces the mangonels to attack the vills rather than the TC here. Well, that's going to be tough to get up. I mean, maybe he sacrifices 20 vills for the castle, but he needs to get it up.
Yeah. And behind that, running already has enough stone for his own castle. Here we go. But maybe it's a bit too forward. But if he goes up, it's over.
I mean, there's nothing that can stop that right now, right? There's 1 rocket cart, and that goes down.
Well, the castle of antagonist could stop that. It's in the, all the villagers are in the range. It's kind of risky.
Well, that castle has to go up, though.
It might be a disaster for running.
I mean, crossbows...
Running, really? Well, he should get it up, right? As there are still enough villagers. He's
Maybe?
sacrificing the Mimluks, the siege,
He's
83%.
Although all those vills are very low.
Oh, but they're spread out. A few woods are, yeah, it's over. No, the Tards...
3 vills left, that's all he needs. And
even 1 would make it. And here comes the Qatar.
There's the GG.
GG.
All right.
Well, that was not the hamstring game you were expecting.
No, that was a 20 pop fast castle from running. He had 7 minutes of idle TC time, but that doesn't matter if you're destroying the TC. That was a That was almost a disaster castle at the end. It needed to be like maybe 2 or 3 tiles back, but it paid off.
Yeah, ooh, I didn't notice those Mimlooks actually sneak to the back base of antagonist. And if you would try to continue...
Yeah, he chopped through the wood there.
Oh, very nice game.
He made 11 scorpions.
$100 APM for antagonist. Still not enough.
Yes, that's a win for running. And the Khitans were the very... After the Mongols that got sniped, they were the highest pick we had for antagonist. Saracens pretty far to the end of running's draft, so in terms of the Civ, still Bohemians left for running. Who wants to use those if we go to Arena, probably.
So what's next? Is this Arena lobby? Yeah, it's Akarai. Let's go.
Okay, how many castles do you think we're gonna have for each player? Do you think we could get 3-2 situation or 3-1 situation again?
Well, since none of the players in this game are called out, so I think it will be 2 each. Oh boy, Burmese Bengalis.
Yep, there we go. Alright, so we'll have Akare, we'll have antagonist playing as the blue Bengalis to the west and running as the purple Burmese to the east. Do you want to leave them as blue versus purple, or do we change that?
No, I always change purple to red. I hate purple. Why do everybody play as purple? That's a horrendous color. Like, I don't understand it.
It feels like maybe the most popular color that players pick is always purple.
Yeah,
and it's always
like, why?
I don't know.
Everything which is not 1 to 4 should be banned.
Like 1 to 4, huh? I think 5 is my favorite. I always liked cyan because I used to play a lot of water maps and it showed up better than blue.
No, it's also horrendous. 1 to 4 are the default colors.
1 to 4. If we play 2 versus 3 every game, and then you'll have colorblind people who will never figure out what's going on.
Well, it's their fault for being colorblind. I mean,
that's. I always ask Ornlu about colors because he's colorblind, and I always make sure that he can read my UIs whenever I do graphics. Well, anyway, we have here Akare, and we've seen some impressive builds on this map. We've seen some people just ignore the water and will just YOLO fast castle for a forward castle drop. We've seen double petards from the castles going straight for the TC. It gives you maybe a false sense of security because you have 2 castles, but they're so far from the TC they don't really protect it.
yeah, that's why I am still waiting to see feudal age aggression on this map. I mean, it's kind of silly and chances of it working are low, but I think it's doable. Like a very early rush on the woodland, maybe somehow.
Yeah, because it is pretty far to pretty far away from the TC. So if you get back there, there's nothing that really stops you from hitting the Woodvilles if you get a few archers there.
Well, both have like good unique units for this kind of stuff, right? Like Iron Boys and Zeratas. Should be interesting.
Yeah, we could see a good unique unit fight. I'm not actually sure who wins between those two. Rathos have been very scary ever since people have been doing those Phosphoro builds, but I mean, Arambai, if you get the good fight on them, might actually be a unit that can counter them.
Yeah, unfortunately, they like Burmese don't get the bonus against buildings anymore. Else they would be really OP on this map.
Oh yeah, they would have been a great sudden death save with that bonus, right when they did all that.
Castle Iron Boys.
Yeah, that would have been
Almost
unstoppable on
into
this
days.
map.
Did you notice that we have another set today, by the way? Like out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, Viper and Dobbs got scheduled
Viper
today.
versus Dobbs, yeah. Kind of bad it's only 30 minutes before Dave Hunt versus Hart, because that's also a very good set. So I don't know what to do.
So we have the mill here from running, and also from antagonist. So both these players deciding they're not going to dock, and deciding that they're not going to play water on the John Slow tournament.
Kind of mistakes, though, right? Even as much as I hate Watcher, I kind of came to conclusions that if you don't go on Watcher, you find yourself behind. So,
Yeah, I mean,
free Echo Boost.
Yeah, it's about, I guess, speed here if you're going to take advantage of being up faster. And, I mean, since it is sudden death, maybe you can go for a sudden win before the fish really pay off. But if you're going up more slowly, like I feel running is, getting the dock early, especially as the Burmese who have that wood bonus, or will get that free wood upgrade in Feudal to kind of make up for the wood you're spending on the fish, I think can be really nice.
I love that mining can be antagonist again. Beautiful one on the golden stone. Running, well, has it a bit worse, but that's back gold. Man, the gold for antagonist is actually crazy good in the range of the castle even.
Yeah, it's like it's on the rock terrain. What magic is Bazi doing, or who made this map? This is Bazi or
Thanks,
Marinto?
Bazi. But no, this is Martino, also known as Marinto.
Yeah, he's doing some magic to get the gold on top of that rock terrain there. Usually you can't put the gold there and it's not buildable. I wonder if you could even quick wall the vills there on the rock. Like if they get attacked.
Sure. But Martino eats glue and magic happens, so he's good with this.
And gluing the gold onto the rocks. So Loom on the way from antagonist too as he's going up, so maybe we'll see some forward vills.
Nah, I think it's just because he doesn't want his villagers to die really fast. I don't think he has any plans of going forward.
Loom to protect villagers? No, never.
Yeah. No. What point is he gonna achieve like with going forward? He's not gonna go like siege elephants, right? Like he has no business forward.
I guess not. They're pretty expensive here on the if you're sending vills forward on this map.
So look, Rani's doing it too, and he's also not going forward. They're just preparing like to not lose 5 villagers before they get Loom in Castle Age if the opponent is a bit faster.
Yeah, so now we're gonna have just both players going up, no fish, no forward aggression so far. And I guess this is just gonna be unique units from both of them.
But notice how low they are, especially running on wood. And look what he's doing with the palisade walls.
He's doing some anti-castle palisades.
Castle, yeah. Running architecture. Notice how low he's on wood, though. Oh, never mind, not anymore.
Yeah, but do the anti-castle palisades work? Because like, there's still a 4-tile gap on like between the house and the palisades up there to the north of his TC where it would fit.
It's more like psychological warfare. He's like scaring him already, so don't get near me. It's like they put like skulls on spikes in front of the house to deter the enemy. But Rani's antagonist is showing, I'm not scared of you, trying to slap that villager from right within the under the TC.
Yeah, and Running lost his scout earlier to get sniped off by the castle over on the other gold mine. Oh, Running's going for a dock. He's finally docking all the way in the north. And there are, at the top of the map, 5 relics. And you can build a monastery there. So you'll probably transport that build, do 1 monastery, and grab all of the relics.
That's a plan, exactly. And then he can also use it to add a few fishing ship, why not, if he already has a dock up. I like that. But he has Ratas coming already. Just hoover under the TC, right? The quick walls again. Nice. Nice.
Yep, and here come the Arambai. But, I mean, just look at these stats. The Arambai are just so low on HP compared to the Ratha.
But Rata is a weird unit. I don't know how to feel about it. Like, when I play against it, it kills me, and when I play with it, I lose. So, like, I really don't know how to feel about it.
Maybe you just need more skirms when you play against it.
Probably. It's always the answer.
And well, I guess the one thing the Ratha can do is if they ever win a fight and have a few Ratha left over, they can maybe go melee mode to try to hit the TC. Like if you have a bunch of knights jumping a TC normally, they can do the same thing.
Does it work though? Like, oh, I guess it's better than arrows.
See, they're doing Bodkin. Once they get that in, they'll have more range. It'll be 6 versus 5, so they will outrange the Arambai.
Okay. Like, Rani's economy is kind of funny. He's trying to spread it out a bit. I'm not sure what happens there. He has no fields in the TC right now, so he not actually scares the Ratas away.
Yeah, you know, that's true. And antagonists actually could just run forward here under the TC and force the Arambai to take the fight.
Well, he doesn't know that, but yeah, you see TC, you try to stay away, but it's not the case here. Ballistics.
Ballistics. And this fight gets a lot better for the Ratha when Ballistics comes in. Because then Running, whenever he dodges, is still going to get hit. And he's not going to be able to run away from the fights. He has to commit.
We actually have more Arambais. Well, already 2 down while I'm saying that. But...
And their attack is so much higher. Maybe if Running were just to force this fight, it would actually go okay for him.
He's not shooting or hitting or... Buff Aramboys, they're going down.
Yeah, now Ballistics is there, and he's just gonna call it. Now that Ballistics is in. I mean, I feel like he probably should have taken the fight there.
Yeah, I should have at least tried. I mean, if Aramboys can get a few massive hits. But didn't happen. Kinda disappointing game Running. Didn't achieve much in this game.
Yeah. Well, he was gonna get the 5 relics. He has that monastery up there. And look how beautiful that is in the north. That's like a campaign there. A monastery and 5 relics to pick up.
Oh, that does look cute.
Yeah, once he saw Ballistics come in, he just felt like he wouldn't be able to take that fight anymore. I mean, 1 extra range in Ballistics, and the Arambai no longer can dance away.
Yeah, really well played. By antagonist.
Well, that was his home map at least, and he had a plan with the Ratha. What do you think counters Ratha there, if not Arambai? Is there a unique unit that could be used there?
Monks. Always monks.
Monks? If you have 2 castles, though, I feel like you're probably not going to go straight monks.
Maybe... maybe Mongols? Mongols?
I feel like Mangudai still just don't have the hit points that Rathas do, right? Because they start with 100 hit points. That's more than pretty much anything else.
Not sure.
I don't know. Maybe War Wagons. They have even more hit points. Maybe Mamluks, because they at least have the attack bonus. I guess Burmese you could save for Arena. Maybe go for a Monk Rush with them.
Okay, it is Arena now.
Is Arena. And ooh, running. Poles Britons will be the Civ matchup.
Wait, how do you see it? Do you know? Doesn't show that anymore.
Oh, it shows it on the dashboard.
Ah, you're checking the dashboard.
Yeah.
Sneaky tactics.
I clicked to join on the dashboard and I saw it.
Okay, interesting matchup. Like, not your typical Arena matchup for Sudden Disaster, I would say.
Yeah. Did you see the games from Valessa and Tamate yesterday?
Yes, of course, I guess it is.
Yeah. All right, yeah, because Tamate went scouts there with the poles, and it was kind of interesting, but he didn't have a way to deal with pikemen or spears into pikemen once that came out.
I actually like that idea because, like, it was a ceiling for Bohemians, but if you kind of catch him off guard, you still probably lose, but you can, like, try and continue from there.
What do we have? 15 seconds on the spec delay. So Britons, if he goes late, it's really hard for Poles, I think, because they don't have the last armor on their cav.
Yeah, but it's Sudden Disaster. We don't get there, right?
I mean, you could still maybe a longbow opening
Cavaliers.
could kind of get to that point.
Well, yeah, we might see longbows. Antagonist was in my chat in the previous set asking where Britons, so he has to have a plan.
Yeah. Oh, and also running. Hopefully, he's aware of the bug with the poles right now. They're supposed to get extra gold while mining stone, but that's only the Malevilles do that now.
That's the dumbest bug I've ever seen.
It is.
If any QA at my work would come to me with a bug like that, I would be like, get out. What is this nonsense? But it's an actual bug, yeah.
Yep, it is indeed an actual bug, and you got to manage your vills. You need to make sure you're taking the male vills and putting them on the stone, and not having the female vills there. You got to put them on the other tasks.
Is it PC to do it like that, like to filter your stone miners? Maybe we're not in those times to do that.
I think we need that hotfix to come really soon before people keep picking poles.
Oh boy.
So Poles Britons, as we said earlier, usually the lack of that final armor upgrade can really hurt the Poles against the strong archer civs like the Britons. But it is sudden death with 1 TC, and you might not quite get to that point.
I'm still about that bug. Like, it will be so funny if he starts like removing villagers of stone and switching between the male and the females. But yeah, go.
Yeah, well, he needs to at least be aware of the bug, right? It's one of those things. If you didn't see someone tell you about it, you're probably not gonna know it's a thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, it is the deer version of Arena, so they'll be pushing in their deers, not funneling any chickens. Or pushing the chickens.
At least there are no, like, rabbits. I was so sad to watch them kill rabbits yesterday. Like, why did they do that?
Oh, the
They're
rabbits?
so cute. Yeah.
I don't know. They're really cute. The idle animation, like, they scratch behind their ears.
Yeah. How can you shoot at that? It's horrible.
I guess you really need the food. So the folwark for running, and that's usually the advantage of the poles is that they have such a good farming economy. But on 1TC, it's like you're not going to have as many villas to put on farms throughout the course of the game. It kind of makes that feudal boom interesting because you can do horse collar and start farming early on. But I don't know how big of an effect that actually has.
Alright, what do you think about running trash in here? It kind of makes sense with poles, but one simply does not trash against antagonist, I think, because he's a trasher. So
Yeah,
why is he luring a fox?
Why is he luring a fox?
Running.
So they have gold on them.
Yeah,
35
but
gold.
why do we need it? Why do we need it in Dark Age? It's gold.
It's gold. Well, if you can push them in, then maybe he can skip the mining camp.
Oh, that's actually sick. You don't shoot at it?
Nah, you fight it with the vills.
Oh my god, that's also horrible. It's not humane. What did they do with this game?
Yeah, so when they collect the gold from that, I think it does decay slightly if you only use one vill. So yeah, that's what I got. You get about 31 gold if you collect with one vill. So he could do the thing where you sell 100 wood and then you have the gold to click up. And he did send a male vill to the stone. So he has the correct villager out there mining the stone.
But he collected the gold of that fox so fast. Is that how it works? It was super fast. Or did I just pay attention?
It probably is. Was that... Oh, you know what happens? It's probably like... Oh, we'll see it again. Check... Capture Age won't show it. If you check in-game... Yeah, they're villagers. They're not, like, hunters or anything. They're just villagers. They collect at their default work rate of 1 instead of, like, 0.41 of the hunters. So it actually is super fast.
Okay. And, yeah, Ryan is trashing.
Alright, so he is trushing. I'll take the wolf out of the way. And those pole vills at least will heal, so they won't mind taking a couple hits from the wolf as they walk over there.
And look at them, sending all the females forward, making sure that they don't get to stone.
But what if you send all the females forward, but then you get to the point where, like, you're tower rushing near the enemy stone mine and you want to mine some stone? Maybe that's just a mistake. Maybe he really should have them back, like, on the wood line or the berries, and then tower rush with the male vills, just in case you want to mine your enemy's stone.
It's also very not PC to send only them to war. I don't know, this game is becoming weird, but yeah. Antagonist is pre-walling. His map is not good to deal with the trash, you know? His gold is forward, his berries are forward. And the stone is also kind of forward, so his map is not good.
Yeah, everything is forward. He has a huge back area. I guess both players do, in case they ever need to go back and farm, but no longer do you get the extra resources back there.
Yeah, and I mean, he will not need to expand there in sudden death. I mean, you get to this area only in Imp or so, or late Castle Age with good economy, but not like this. Well, his defense seems to be on point so far. Market, blacksmith, running is not pushing through yet. The archers are coming.
So if he does get in here, at least he will be able to hit the gold. Like you said, it's really far forward.
Yeah, but he has a bad gold. He is already there now, getting the loom, and antagonist is up. And do you think he goes on stone now? He try to go for longbows?
He could, and I think longbows would be great against the poles. I mean, the one thing that's not an option for him is just adding in TCs and moving behind this, since it is sudden death. I guess that's kind of interesting for the trush, though, because whenever you trush, you're never going to be behind in villagers, because you're not going to be against someone who goes to the castle age and then outbooms you. It's kind of interesting that you don't need to be Castle Age as fast. The only thing they're gonna get are the eco upgrades, maybe.
Unless antagonist wants to pull a hope, like he did in Sudden Disaster 1, and just casually boom on rhythm centers in the middle of the game. I don't know if you saw that, but that was a thing.
Did they forget to hit sudden death as a game mode? And
Yeah, and he didn't know that he's played a Sudden Death tournament, so he was just booming on rhythm centers.
Yeah, I guess that's the opposite of the situation. I think we had in Warlords at one point they forgot to change the game mode back to random maps, so that they got to the Castle Age and they go to add TCs and realized, oh no, they can't add the TCs. It's sudden death.
Oh boy. Yeah. Well, antagonist is not on stone, so it has to be, and he has no barracks, so it has to be full siege defense.
Yeah, there's the workshop. And then if you're running and you see the mangonels come out, do you add a stable and go for scouts just so that you're going to make sure you can control all the relics? Because if you look at the relics, 3 of them are very far forward. Like, what is this amazing relic positioning for antagonist? He has 3 right outside of his base.
Yeah, that's actually very good for him. And you are right, I think Ranin's best answer here will be scouts. It will slow him down quite heavily in reaching Castle Age, but it will give him map control, and that's what he needs right now. If he can secure those relics for the longer game, would be really good for him.
Yeah, because once maybe 2 mangonels come out, you're not going to hold the feudal towers all that long. But your goal then becomes making sure that your opponent doesn't have free control of the relics.
Yeah, and Ryan is going back with the villagers, actually. He's scared to lose them to the siege, living on the with archers at the front.
I was going to take the foxes.
Will go to the foxes, yeah. Or not, yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, so look how fast like they collect that gold.
Yep, that is insanely fast.
And they don't need to drop it, right? Like, this is so good. Like, randomly, casually 70 gold. Gift.
Yeah, right into your economy, 70 gold for free. And the foxes don't even fight back like wolves would.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that back gold right now, great for antagonist.
Yeah, but he's gonna get his main gold soon. I mean, no scouts for running. He chooses, or we have scouts. Okay. We have a stable at home and another forward coming up. So he's gonna commit to Feudal Age, it seems, for now.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a lot of Vital Vills on that Folvark, but committing to Feudal Age feels not all that bad in sudden death. Like I said, the only thing you're missing out on would be, I guess, Bowsaw, for the poles, especially Heavy Plow. But
yeah, the Folwarks are still good.
Yeah, they are, and it's still a good eco boost for him with all the farms.
Oh, God, the villager needs a scout to not get an insta nice move. Don't know if it's worth it, but...
Yeah, and at this point, the mangonel should be able to clear the tower. Not much issue there.
So we got a barracks coming up for antagonist. He can smell the scout. I don't know if he's realized it. I think he realized. Actually, I don't know. And he's gonna prepare some spears. First, he should rewall like his arena. Make sure his economy is safe, and then carefully choose. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, make sure the scouts can't get in anymore.
And he's up already.
Yep, and now you're at that awkward spot where you're antagonist, where you have all this siege, but you can't really do anything with it for the moment because the scouts are on the map for running. And if you move out, then the mobility of the scouts should be able to hit the mangonels. He's going to try to hit the range from his gate.
For now, he's fine. I mean, he doesn't know Running has. It's a shame that he lost his scout, so he cannot figure it out. He's mostly fine with the spears and the scorpions, but once Running hits Castle Age and Light Cup crossbow, maybe all will change.
Yeah, here the siege is outside, and this is the worry about fighting the scouts. Is you go outside and the scouts jump you, and archers. Ooh, gets the archers. Okay, that was a good fight for antagonist.
Remember when Running had military? That was.
Yeah, that was a while ago now.
Two relics picked up by antagonist. I was just gonna suggest another stable by Running, and he already has it up, so that's nice. Gonna be a big commitment to Light Cup. We'll have a lot of full beans of polls.
Yep, even more farms for him going forward.
Hear me out. How about full Light Cup Cav Archer now from Running?
Cav Archer from Running. I mean, Poles do have decent Cav Archers, at least in the Castle Age. They'll get all the upgrades. They'll just miss Parthian later on in the final armor, but yeah, that could work.
And he will need something against, I assume, antagonist might get pikemen after seeing the Light Cup, so he'll need something to deal with a pikeman. Oh, maybe he won't have any archers anymore anyway. Oh, he escaped. You're gonna snipe the monk.
Archers get away.
Monk. By monk. Okay, let's use a micro. Oh!
He'll still clear the spears, but not as easily as he wanted to. Oh, okay, there go the archers.
Oh. And the mangonels, everything is dying.
One spear. Oh, that spear. Hero spear. Save the mangonel.
Oh.
Okay, he saves one.
0 military. Antagonist has 4. Still doing archer, so it's gonna be crossbow.
Yeah, he's gonna do a monastery in the middle. Running, doing heavy plow, of course, for especially important for the poles. And he's gonna try to grab relics, but I think just this is 3 free relics basically for antagonist. That relic position was just so good for him.
Yeah, it's maybe we should adjust it a bit because it's mainly a XD moment because this is like the ledger arena basically.
Yay. Ready.
Ooh, antagonist.
Yay.
Loses the monk.
Good snipe. And antagonist has enough stone for a castle, but he goes for a
Defensive castle at home. Wants his gold.
Come on.
Well, look at the resources now. He's not that far away from going up to Imp.
Same for Running though. But maybe like he's actually acting on what you said earlier, is that Poles don't really have a good counter to longbows in the long run, so he wants to play it safe, defensive, use a castle at home, get the mask, get the upgrades, and only later push. Like just think how sick longbows with werewolf traps would be here.
Yeah, and especially since it's, I mean, you have the Folvark farms and they're great, and you could have Schlachta privilege for Cavaliers, but you're not going to have a huge eco even for the discounted Cavaliers for pumping them out. If the longbows can just kind of stay by the castle behind the walls and don't need to fight right away, I think that puts the Britain player in a great situation.
Yeah, let's see the like no, doesn't want to get instant, but the Mangonel, good shot.
Ooh. Scorpion too.
Mandatum.
There are the longbows.
Trying to snipe the monk. Ah.
Ready.
Okay, so Running is also up, by the way, only 10 seconds behind antagonist.
And with a couple more vills too.
Yeah, really nice. Oh, but that's because we have Wilbur for antagonist.
Okay, longbows here should be
Even.
yeah good against the mangonel.
I think we could use a new lumber camp, Mr. Running. Like, chopped enough.
Especially without wheelbarrow, those vills have to do a lot of walking back and forth.
And Running is a very weird castle. I don't get this castle, to be honest. This is a bad sudden death castle.
It's I don't know, it's protecting his farms around that folvark.
Okay. I mean, inside of this, you have two options for castle, okay? One option is an aggressive castle to put pressure on the TC or defend your forward push, defend the traps. Or a castle in front of your TC, like denying an attack. This castle doesn't deny anything, you just come from the side and you get past it. Weird. Okay.
He also he messed up. He has some female villagers mining his stone now. Is running.
Oh no.
Not getting all the gold he should. Well, here comes some forward longbows. Chemistry on the way. They do have bracer, so they're up to 10 range. Schlachter privileges is in now for running. And I guess his hope is just that cavaliers and that he'll have enough of them to the point where all the extra attack for the Britons, maybe he can just overwhelm their numbers before the cavaliers die.
Oh, with this economy, I mean, Paul's economy for 1 TC is actually, with that upgrade, is not bad. I mean, 20 farmers, the knights are so cheap, you can spend quite a lot of them. Second castle for antagonist also. Well, I mean, I don't know how to feel about that castle.
Well, it'll be double castle longbow production, right? So you might want to keep your castles really safe as the Britons since you're going for your unique unit.
Yeah, but now he needs one on the other side, and then like his fortified base. Nobody's getting his DC. So far, it's still open in the north of his base.
Yeah, you gotta prevent all possibilities of someone sneaking trebs forward.
Husbandry, we think the tech upgrades for running. Defense is upgrading. He needs a cavalier upgrade. He didn't do it yet. Do you think like antagonist knows what's coming? Is there a chance he's expecting skirms? Because the castle does have +2 attack, so I might guess maybe it's skirms.
I mean, you have to anticipate knights on the poles, right? I mean, you look at their armors, they still don't have the final archer armor, so even against skirms, longbows will still be okay.
Yeah, okay, cavalier, I guess, and then he will come. He's attacking the trap. Well, he doesn't have werewolf, right? He hit twice out of 2 times. What the hell?
That's lucky.
Okay, big brain move now. Like, imagine if running had 2 petards and he just
he'd
went
go in
for
and snipe the TC.
Yeah,
he absolutely could.
That could have. Oh, the monks. He needs to get some instas. It's a lot of monks, actually. Wow. 2 instas.
He did get 2 conversions.
3 instas.
Okay, well, the Cavaliers are running down the longbows. The longbows trying to run and micro back, but we're on the current patch now. So thanks to Nilly, those Cavaliers can pathfind and kind of take a decent fight against the longbows. And Treb's going down. That was pretty good for running, all things considered.
Yeah, but how long can he keep doing that? He had one fight where he could surprise antagonist, and now it's gonna be tougher and tougher because antagonists. Okay, Cavaliers. I'm gonna add pikemen.
He's gonna add pikemen. Gonna add halb. And now you're getting to that point where you're at like 61 vills for the Britons, and I mean you don't need much eco just to pump longbows. They're limited by your castle production anyway. You can do them, add in some pikemen, eventually get halb, and halb's on the way right now. And at least you have the unit composition you want, if not the eco you're used to having.
Yeah, I honestly feel like Running should try and go for TC snipe. He should not try and take fights. The longer it goes, the tougher it will be for him.
Yeah, and he has 2 trebs there, and as you said, it's just a couple petards on the right side of the base, and the Cavaliers can run in. Could even do the same thing with trebs. You get into the walls, and I think you could treb that TC from pretty far away.
But shit, I didn't push to talk. I was saying with trebs, we don't have the aspect of surprise because his opponent will notice that and will set the villager to repair. But with petards, like you can just surprise him and go in, so it's better, I would say.
Yeah, that's definitely a lot faster.
But Running doesn't want that. He wants to fight. It seems.
Ready.
And with the
Block
halbs
printing.
there, block printing, okay. With the halbs, I don't know how well Running can take a fight.
He needs skirms.
That's true, he needs skirms, even without the final armor. I mean, skirms are still useful, right? They hit the longbows while they're trying to run away. So you don't just get to that situation where the Cavaliers are pathing and not killing them. Skirms at least do damage. Okay, the trebs are on the right side now. Do you think he has the idea you were talking about? He's heading over to the right. There. You know, he had 2 feudal archers that stopped the outpost from going up on the right earlier. If he goes for that, maybe it works? He's not going for it, though. He's going to fight.
He's not good. I don't like this. The Monk edition is actually so good for antagonists. Not only he get a few instas, but he also has them to heal later if they survive. But wait,
There are enough
wasn't it a
Cavaliers
good
here.
fight? No.
Oh, does that castle get denied? It's at 92%. Doubt castle. The castle's denied. The castle's denied at 94%.
But still, so many longbows alive, and more halbs are coming. I don't know if it was enough.
Yeah, but it's 1 TC. Losing 11 vills is huge. Now Running is up 72 to 59 in vills, and there's no suddenly replacing that.
Yeah, but how do you deal with longbows? It's still he still has enough. Yes, way less now, 14 to 0 kill to death with the villagers. But how do you stop the longbows?
Ready.
Yeah, that's the question, right? Even with Schlachter privileges now, it takes a lot of numbers to take a fight. These aren't even elite yet either. Okay, so there's the castle.
Running is insisting too much on the Cavaliers. He has too much faith in them.
Yeah, I don't know what else you do as the polls, though.
You aim for the TC.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Full focus.
Well, he is destroying the outpost now with like 2 or 3 Cavaliers, so maybe antagonist doesn't realize how vulnerable he is on that side.
Let's see, he's now sending the traps there. I don't know if it's... you can see the longbows, you can see the halves. Come on, Running, think. You're a clown, you should be an intellectual. Use your brain. Don't use your speed and your fast hamster hands. Just a brain.
Well, the trebs are over there now. Cavaliers are going to... There's 1 halb that might spot it.
Randomly sending 1 halb. I love it by antagonist. He's also going for an outpost there.
Cavalier might see the Vil before the outpost goes up. Yep.
I'm trying to quick wall, but 9.
Ready. Mandatum.
Okay, but the TC is getting too exposed for Running. 1 small wall between the traps and the TC.
It is, and if he's gonna go around the side, which it looks like he might be thinking of, he needs to go, but no, he's gonna take a fight. He's gonna fight this straight up. Ooh, that's a lot of halbs now. And nothing to kill the halbs.
I mean, they have almost no upgrades.
Oh, the trebs into the longbows. Is this a good fight for Running?
I don't think so. I mean, he killed all the halves, but the longbows, which is the most important things, are still alive. Yeah, he has nothing.
Okay, yeah, he loses everything there, and there's the GG.
Come on, running. Maybe he was just like he did. What I didn't like about his gameplay is he didn't add outposts on the right side. Like he stopped. I don't know. Maybe he lost his villagers there or what. He had no intel that the right side was completely open. So he was toying with the idea maybe, but he never went for it.
Yeah, never got close to it, but I think you're absolutely right about like how to play the Civ matchup, because the Britons, if they're going Howled Longbow with a forward castle, they're going to be in one spot. They want to stand under that castle, and they don't want to fight you out in the open. If you're the Poles and you're going Cavaliers, you have much more just mobility for the Civ and how you position your units, and going for that Petard bust. And even if you're not hitting the TC, even if you're just raiding the eco, is playing the matchup better.
Yeah, but Antagonist did exactly what he needed. He's looking strong, and he needs only one more victory to be the third player in the round of 32.
Has a 2-1 advantage. And then Hideout and Triple Tunnel would be the remaining maps. Maybe a bit surprising, running didn't go Bohemians for Arena.
Maybe he thought that Britons could give them a fight. I don't know, but I don't think that's the case. Where is he gonna use Bohemians actually, if not Arena? I don't see them work on Triple Tunnel. Hideout? Weird. Wait, well, for Hideout we have Khmer.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's Khmer.
This.
I mean, it feels weird to have Bohemians as your first pick on the clown maps and then potentially not use them. Because if it goes Triple Tunnel, it'd be... You'd think it maybe Italians for the fish boom.
Let's see what we have.
Yeah, so... But from what I've seen on Hideout, it feels like the strategy where you go very aggressive or try to trust just doesn't work. And Khmer Malay feel like Civs that probably prefer fast castling here, although maybe Malay could have options to feudal boom if they did want to go forward.
Do you think, though, that Ranin will try to go for the Viper masterpiece? Or is it too expected now with the Khmer?
I mean, if it's expected, I don't know how you stop it still.
Monks, always monks.
Always monks, but I mean, monks don't convert trebuchets. If you could... You know, the other option is like Ballista Elephant Cut, like a small passage in the forest and there's treb from there.
Yeah, that's...
If you're not going all the way through.
Malay should be a great sieve too for Hideout, so, and Sudden Death in general, so let's see.
Yeah, so we'll have Antagonist as the blue Malay to the north and running as the red Khmer to the south. And the Ibexes are inside the walls this time, so a fairly easy push. And yep, Antagonist going to go for that right away. Malay, the faster up timings, you see a lot of early Imperial Age Treb Wars from the Malay on this map. If they get to that position where they can force you into the Treb War when they're up faster, then you can find yourself in a tricky position.
Yeah, Malay, both the sieves are actually great for Hideout and Sudden Death in general. But Khmer, like Malay are good on any Sudden Death map. Khmer are more specific to Hideout, I would say. So it should be a good one.
Yeah, definitely specific to this map. I have seen also some really nice Scorpion pushes from Khmer, kind of like how Running did that in the first map. You could go FC and try to go 2 workshops and ram Scorpion forward.
Could be interesting. Or we'll just get light cub. I mean, these are arena
We
players
could.
in the end. It's mostly arena players. Or how about a trash with archers and men at arms? Classic hideout strategy.
Classic hideout strategy, one that I feel doesn't work all that well, and I haven't seen it work yet in this tournament, I don't think.
Yeah, maybe like the development from that in sudden death where you can add that economy is kind of harder, you know. Because if you do it and you put pressure on your opponent, and then he overcommits to the defense, and you just boom, like.
Right. Yeah, it definitely gets trickier to manage the economy when you don't have that fallback of just booming if you feel like maybe you've done some damage and gotten a lead, but didn't actually finish him off.
Yeah. Notice how they're still doing the double volley shot and popping out, like shooting even twice the antagonist with the villagers. Just kill it with a TC with all the villagers.
I guess it is maybe slightly faster if you pop out immediately after a shot, because then the Vills shoot and the TC doesn't have to reload.
Yeah, but he shot twice with villagers. That that takes way more time. He didn't
That's true.
calculate it right.
Yeah, you gotta calculate it to be as efficient as you possibly can.
I don't even know what the most efficient way actually is. No, we need
Probably-
a science. We need like
We need the scientific breakdown.
Or T-West to do the science.
So both players have scouted the map. They know which side is the short side to go around. So if they're going to be aggressive, they know where to send it. It's actually a pretty large forest in the middle that sticks out quite a bit. Now, not the easiest to walk around to and get to a forward position.
Quite a maneuver. Seems like they're not rushing it because both have a lot of villagers in the queue, so not gonna be a hamster fiesta, it seems. Unless...
I mean, Chimera also have a build where they do like one stable forward with a workshop. And it's not just pure Scorpion, but it's Scorpion Knight. That could be something Running tries.
That could be really interesting, actually. But I still feel like he will just go for a castle.
Yeah, and Malay also have really good monks, so they're good defending Civ in the Castle Age too.
Not the optimal monks, they're missing something. Yeah, Fervor and Theocracy. Still, you got most of what you need, but not ideal.
Yeah, you do at least have Redemption, Atonement, and Sanctity.
Yeah, that's what matters the most, I guess. And even Heresy, which is huge for Monk Wars. But versus Khmer doesn't matter because no atonement.
Yeah, I mean, huge for Elephants too, though.
Yeah, that's true. But I kind of doubt we will see full Elephants on sudden disaster.
Yeah, they don't really have the eco for it. But
yeah, so Ryan is up.
Yeah, much earlier feudal click.
Notice like his build. He's not gonna do villagers or buildings. He's a chimera, so it's gonna be 22 plus 0. That kind of looks like siege, no?
Feels like you're going that fast to do something aggressive, but that's a lot of farms Running's adding too.
That's true.
And I still don't know if he's gonna have the food in time. He'll be pretty close at least.
He also covered one side of the stones. I don't even know if he's going on stone anymore. He still has a spot for a mining camp next to the woodland.
And Running queues 2 Vills.
Okay.
Interesting with Khmer. I think he
Sweet.
probably could have force dropped and almost been up.
What?
In double bit
And
axe.
double B-Tex.
Okay, he's committing to feudal.
Wait, is this some sort of Draken mind games that Ryan is doing here, confusing antagonists with uptime? Making him
I don't
believe
know.
one thing is happening and then he's just doing something else.
The scout's still alive for antagonist, but it's in his base. Can't move out until the scout from running is dealt with, or until he at least hits feudal.
This is so weird, I'm so confused. What are you doing running? Like, he can go up if he DQs one villager.
Oh, and he's going on stone. Look at that mining camp.
What?
Is
What
he
is
just
with mining camp?
Is he preparing his eco to fast imp and then treb cut?
Perhaps. I do hate this mining camp, so like, why not do it on the wood line? Oh well.
Yeah, he could do it next to that other tile and get more villas around it. I think he's up.
Both are up. Antagonist 3 villagers more and 30 seconds faster. 35, because, well, just melee things.
Yeah, just melee things.
Ear.
It could be fast imp, you know? Could fast imp, trap cut just enough so Mangonels won't be able to reach you, but I don't think you can do that actually.
That's what I'm thinking.
Mangonels will always be able to reach you, no matter where you cut.
Maybe you
It's
just bring a
too
lot of repair
dangerous.
hills and trebs can try to just hit the mangonels.
That's possible. Just and that's not PC to say. I was gonna say bring those Polish villagers that do not mine gold, but
You bring them from the previous game here.
Yeah,
It's
that's
zero
a
on
good
wood.
point, Dark. Zero on wood, exactly. Like this is a spreadsheet build if we ever saw one.
Yeah, well, there he is. And he's not going to have the gold to go up right away. But he'll be fairly close.
I think antagonist is very much confused because if running actually went up late to feudal age, he would realize why is he so late? He has to be cooking something. But because running went up quite fast and then just delayed feudal age, antagonist doesn't know what to expect.
Yeah, usually it'd be the Malay who might try to go for the fast up into a longer feudal age, not the Khmer.
Cat and petards will not work, I think, because, well, running will have antagonist will have monks. So let's see. He's almost ready to go. Yeah, no, he's not going petards. He's going to imp.
He's going straight to imp. Okay. And well, Khmer, you don't need the buildings for that. He's not reseeding those farms. He's just finishing them.
Yeah,
Is he thinking that he's not going to need any more food after he clicks imp this whole game?
Well, then you can leave 3 on food to produce some villagers, maybe a ballista. He needs a ballista elephant, that's for sure.
He needs one, but that's it, maybe.
And antagonist knows, like, look, he already has an outpost on the woodline waiting.
He's prepared for it. So the castle's going to go up. I still don't know how you stop this if you're not already committing to mangonels over the woodline to destroy trebs.
Yeah, he needs a siege as soon as possible. He needs to know it's coming, and he needs to have a mangonel, if not 2 or 3, ready, waiting. Ideally, for running, he now goes heavy on the gold and gets redemption monks. That would secure his victory.
Yeah, well, because then the mangonels wouldn't be able to stop the trebs. And
Exactly.
pretty much
and
nothing
then
would.
stops the traps. He's quite heavy on the gold. I mean, he almost has enough, but not a single monastery yet. Now to the ballista. Ballista.
Yep, there we go. Okay. So he's cooking here, and he's ready for this. But you're right. Khmer do have the tools there, but they don't have block printing, so they're not going to have the extra range. They'd have to do like Sanctity Redemption, but not have conversion range, maybe to stop all the mangonels as fast as they want to in Imp.
But he's not going for it anyway. No monastery, no nothing. Antagonist with another outpost, giving him a few more tiles. Just in case. And Ryan gonna cut straight into the outpost, I think. That elephant is unsure about his life choices. He's like hopping around, not cutting.
Running's maybe a bit confused what to do with it. 3 trebs.
What if there is a new bug that you cannot cut with police elephants and no one figures it out yet? He's trying to click and nothing is happening.
I hope not.
That would be a shame.
I feel like he would have paused and we'd be having a discussion about that with the admins at this point, right?
That elephant really looks confused. I don't know.
He does. A workshop, too. So is he going to do his own mangonels? There's no way he affords Onager in this build.
But he doesn't need an Onager. Or maybe he doesn't want to raise suspicion. Like, he doesn't want... Okay, he's got... Never mind. We are good. You never have
there you go.
The beautiful game. Notice that antagonist is already waiting with a monk. He can see that.
And you don't need redemption for ballista elephants, right, to convert them?
No, you don't. Okay, really beautiful.
The Treb can't reach
range,
the TC
though.
from there, right? There's no way that reaches.
Oh! Oh, he's doing another one. And antagonist is already preparing a siege workshop. A bit late, but yeah. Well, he can cut with trebs. But,
Well, if you cut with trebs, then you just rewalled, right? Like, trebs are slow.
well, not if you cut everything. Don't cut through. He has to leave one tile of wood, so the villagers can attack. He's trying. One more tree.
Almost there.
I think you can go.
Okay.
No, it's open. Go.
Well, it's a wider passage. Maybe you can get treb shots on all those monks too, but I guess that doesn't matter.
He has not. He has to keep his mangonel at home because now we have redemption for antagonist. Oh wait, antagonist is imp. We didn't notice that he's already doing cannons. Running has a very short window.
He needs to go.
He needs to go. Send also people. Delete someone go hell. Delete someone go hell. Delete someone go hell. Please. Delete it.
He still can't hit the TC from there, can he?
Oh, he can't. No, I'm dying. Run. The ballista is coming, but don't wait. Antagonist.
Oh, one more tree.
Antagonist. Antagonist.
Oh,
Okay.
They can do it. They can do it.
Go. Go.
Okay,
Send all the
repair bills for the
villagers.
trebs. All the vills under the
Oh
TC.
my God. All those traps are getting hit together though by the cannon. Repair. Can he? Oh my God.
Can you do this?
Oh my God. He has no space to
Desperation
repair
repairs from
though.
antagonist.
Oh.
GG, the trebs. They all get hit by the cannons, as you said, at once, and they all go down.
Oh
Oh,
my
antagonist
God.
just repairs the TC. Look at that. He has 34 villagers repairing the TC.
Oh my God. And I think some of those villagers like got hit by the trap shots. So that situation could have been a bit better for running, but that was so weird. Like the monks were, yeah, hello elephant, you can pass, no problem. Like instead of converting, it would have been so good if running managed to do that. But what a nice set, nice game.
And running after a very nice double workshop fast castle in the first game, we'll lose 3-1 and antagonist will advance.
Yeah,
man,
it's
the
actually
Khmer
only
hideout
one
was fun.
villager. only one villager died under CTC, so it wouldn't. How much damage does one trap shot does? Like,
Okay, there are no trebs left. I can't even click on them to just check the stats.
I guess like 400, something like
I
that.
think it's
but
like
still wouldn't be
400,
enough.
450.
Uh,
How many trebs is it to one shot a TC? It's like 5? I think it's
it has
5.
to be 5. Okay. So yeah, unfortunately, Ryan is out, and we now have to figure out what to do because I think we have 2 sets. Let me see the schedule.
Khmer losing on hideout. I really want to know what running was going to do with Bohemians or Italians if he did make it to triple tunnel, though.
Yeah, it's weird. I really think you should have used them on arena. Kinda sad to see running goes that early, but that just shows you the levels that we have. It's kind of insane to see antagonist versus running in the round of 64. Like in any normal clown event, this is easily a quarterfinal, if not higher.
Yeah, really. This is pretty early on in the bracket.
Crazy. We have like a bunch of insane signups. Like crazy. Okay, so antagonist is through, and we have 25 minutes till the next set. So we have Vaipur versus Dobbs in 25 minutes.
Yeah, they scheduled.
And we got Hart versus Deifu in 55 minutes. I didn't even know what to do. Well, what are you going to cast?
Ooh, I don't know. I actually was thinking I also need to eat lunch. I might raid you, and I might be back later for Nikab and Acro.
Oh, so you're not gonna cast both. So yeah, I thought we might split that. Okay, Nikov and Acro I'm definitely not gonna cast. So if you come back early, I raid you back.
Okay.
Late for me. And okay, so I think I'll start with Vaipur, and we'll see how we go from there.
Okay, are you streaming on YouTube? Because I can raid you on YouTube too.
Yeah, I'm both on YouTube.
Okay, yeah, this works out. So we're in very different time zones, so we can rearrange when we cast stuff.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, thanks so much for the Q-cast, Mr. T-West.
Awesome. Let me set this up on YouTube. I type John Slow, I should find you. Oh, there we go. Perfect.
How do you even do that on YouTube? I'm new to YouTube. I have no idea how things are done.
You have to like edit your video settings, and then there's something called redirects. If you go, it's under the customization tab. Yeah, other people have to like enable it to allow you to raid them, and then you can do it.
Weird. I'll figure it out.
All right, so I'll be back in a bit. Enjoy the casting.
Okay.
And I'll send everyone over to you on YouTube and on Twitch.